Now let's talk about power, spin, control, and feel, all the important categories with any new paddle. But before we do that, I want to point out another super unique feature of this new foam core. You may have noticed that this only comes in a 14mm, and some of you might be really excited for that, while some others might think that you only like to hit with a 16mm paddle. So one of the unique features of the foam core, though, is that the thickness no longer really matters. Core thickness has traditionally been used to help dial that balance between power and control, among other things. But with foam, you can keep the paddle thickness at whatever you want, in this case 14mm, and dial in the paddle by adjusting the density of the foam. So for future iterations, Carbon can keep the same exact thickness but alter the density of the foam to release, say, a power line or a super control line, or really whatever they want, which is pretty cool. Diving into these categories though, let's start with power. I think you'll get a few opinions on this if you watch other creators, but I would put this paddle above an all-court, probably in that lower tier of power paddles. It's not as powerful as the mod or the gearbox, and Carbon was careful to definitely have this thing pack a punch without pushing the limits and risking it getting banned. And as we think about that with the mod, gearbox, and others getting banned in the near future, I think the Trufoam will actually in turn move up the power spectrum a little. And I found the power in this to be very available when I needed it, and especially when I added a little bit of weight, I could generate a lot of power with this paddle. I saw an average serve speed of 57.2 miles per hour with a high speed of 59 miles per hour, which is higher than most paddles for me.